I didn't plan coming here today, but it is what it is. One thing led to the other, and I found my way here. First things first, this PC selling like wildfire, and if you sell, items like computers, you understand that when you have a limited quantity, you have to be careful because, yes, I already sold 5 over the weekend, and I just wanted to be sure that before I go ahead to sell the last one, the conditions of the 5 that I already sold are excellent, because sometimes you bring out the computers and then you take a look at them and you feel like, oh no, I don't really like the way this one looks. All right, so I was at home, 5 have sold. I understand that I only have 1 left, and I wanted to go to the warehouse and take a look to be sure that the 5 that have sold, they are in excellent condition. Not like I need to take out some parts from the last one and then the last one goes ahead to sell and I do not have anything to ship to the buyer. That would just be a mess. So I quickly ran down here to take a look. Luckily enough for me, the 5 pieces are in excellent condition, and there's still 1 left, even though right now I already deactivated the offer, because sometimes when I have computers a lot to ship out, I always want to ship them out to be sure that everything arrives safely. Not like the computer gets delivered and somebody writes me to say, during transportation, the front blend here got destroyed. Could you please send me a replacement? And in this case, if I have sold the last one, then I do not have anything to send. So I'm going to take a break with the offer. I already deactivated it on eBay. And then I'm just going to hold on to make sure that the 5 have been sent out tomorrow. Right now, it's about 20:56. So in just a few hours, it will be tomorrow. So I'm going to come here again, try to make sure that the pieces are prepared, ship some tomorrow, which is Tuesday, and then go ahead and ship the rest on Wednesday, possibly on Thursday. And then when everything gets delivered, say Friday or Saturday at the latest, then I cannot decide to go ahead and list the last piece of this PC. This way, I am super sure that the pieces have been delivered. There is no problem. Nobody wants a replacement part, and I do not have to be stressed doing that. This is just something that came from experience. A long time ago, I would have gone ahead to sell everything and then come to the warehouse and then become stressed, because if one thing is to go wrong with one of the PCs, then I do not have a replacement part. I do not know where to get them from, and I do not know how soon I'm going to get, these beautiful PCs again. These PCs have proven that, look, eBay is not in any way dead. If you have the right items and the right price, your stuff are just going to be selling like wildfire. This PC have sold like wildfire. Matter of fact, last week, it was just this PC selling. It was a decent PC, and I'm hoping that I might be able to lay my hands on this kind of PC again. It's beautiful. But then when I came to the warehouse, I also felt like these monitors I got, these 90 inches monitors, if you've not seen the video, make sure to click on it here, take a look at them. What can I actually do with them? Up to now, I'm still thinking what to do. I'm not so sure, but what I did do was that I decided to keep one for myself right there on the wall for testing my PCs. In fact, this is just something different. It's something very beautiful, because now I can pretty much sit here and just take a look at the wall, and I have my PC connected to the monitor, and it's so big, I do not have to strain my eyes. I can even sit, further away from the monitor, and makes everything really cool. Luckily for me, I still had this space to do this, and now with that, it also makes my table, a little bit free. Previously, if I needed to pack my PC, all I had to do was to take away my monitor, because if I wouldn't take the monitor away, it could, the package could crash on the monitor and it falls down. I wouldn't want that to happen. So right now, the table is kind of free for me. If I want to do anything, while still working on the PC, I can actually go ahead and do it. So at the end of the day, I have found a use for one of the monitors right there. And hopefully, as I keep thinking, I will be able to find out what I'm still going to do. I still have 9 pieces of these monitors, beautiful, big, decent monitors. Hopefully, I should be able to find out what to do with them. Yes, it is what it is. Sometimes you just get stuff like this, and I'm hoping that this new week will also be, very, very interesting. Because I'll be going home soon. I do not want to stay here too long. The weekend was quite a lot on me, but thankfully, I'm kind of getting, stronger, preparing myself to be able to go into the new week. Hopefully, the flu that I had over the weekend is gone, and I'll be able to make, PC flipping videos again. But then let me know how it has been with you guys. Are you guys into flipping PCs? Are you guys into flipping clothing? Whatever you flip, let me know how it's going to you. How has your sales been? I'm interested to know. Go to the comment section, drop me some comments so we can just, get this conversation going. But then, since I am in the warehouse, I feel like this piece is already ready. So if I can go ahead and, pack this up, it's just going to help my work for tomorrow, because I do not only have PCs to send out tomorrow, I also got some little stuff that sold, graphic cards sold, I also got some SSD selling, I've got a hard drive selling. There are some customers that need, their invoices. And sometimes it just gets to me, because when I finish packing my items, I always want to leave the invoice in the package so that whoever receives his packet opens it. Ideally, the first thing that you should get is the purchase invoice. But then I still keep getting messages, buyers writing me and asking me, hey, please, could you actually send me the invoice once again? Please send it per mail. And sometimes it just kind of breaks my plan, because if I have to come, that means I have to stay extra longer on the PC and send out the invoice. It's not like so difficult work to do, but this is not what I would have loved to do, because I have already included an invoice in the package. But then this is something that is also piling up. And then somebody else wrote me and wanted to know if I would be willing to set this PC, without the hard drives and without the RAM sticks. I'm not so sure if I want to do that. As a matter of fact, I do not even have any of these PCs left. Given that the PC is selling so good, it makes sense to also just, leave it and sell it as a whole, So there are just few replies here and there that needs to be taken care of. Definitely, I need to come here a little bit earlier tomorrow. I planned coming here at about 9 o'clock, because right now, if I am still here, it's going to take me about 40 minutes to actually get home. And then if I need to come back here tomorrow in the morning, I wouldn't want to come at 7 o'clock, I want to come here tomorrow, say 9 o'clock, when I'm a little bit rested. Then I can actually go ahead and attack the work for the day. So things have been very, very beautiful. And quickly, I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to you all that have subscribed to the channel. I didn't expect that me just mentioning the fact that, guys, this channel needed to get some bit of momentum. That was enough to move a lot of you to spring into action, to begin to subscribe. Over the weekend, our subscriber count pretty much increased. But then I'm still counting on you guys, counting on your support. I need your support on this channel. I need your support to continue to make, decent content of me flipping PCs, to show you the behind the scene of what is actually possible. Because if you take a look at YouTube generally, there are resellers in different niches. You see, there are a lot of people selling clothing, there are people selling books, there are people selling electronics, but not basically concentrated on just PCs, wide range of electronics. But I sell electronics, but my central focus is actually on PCs. And guys, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. One of the hottest categories on eBay is actually, desktop PCs, laptops, electronics generally, because these items, man, first of all, they are not cheap, they are expensive, and they are sometimes super difficult to get. But then if you have, a way of getting these items, eBay has pretty much said, if you bring these items to us, we've got the market, we've got the technology in place to make sure that we distribute your offer. Sometimes I see eBay ads on Instagram. You see, eBay is really doing a lot to make sure that, look, if you bring a decent computer, be it a desktop or a laptop, to the platform, they are willing to take over and do the work to make sure that that item gets sold. If I were to do the marketing myself, perhaps I'm going to spend some money on Google. I do not know how soon it's going to sell there, but then whenever people are looking for used electronics, used laptops, used desktop PCs, used monitors, one thing they want to think of is to go onto eBay and see what eBay is offering. And as soon as they see that eBay has whatever item, they are looking for, more often than not, they go ahead and buy it. At least that has been my experience. I do not see, a competitor platform right now to eBay. Amazon is where they are. They are known for pretty much new stuff, even though they sell, used stuff as well. Of course, I see people also selling computers there, but generally, when people are looking for cheap, decent, used IT hardware, computers, the first thing they want to think of is to eBay. So if you are not selling on eBay, possibly you are leaving a lot of money on the table. Let this be a wake-up call to you. Get something doing. It doesn't matter if you sell on other categories, but look at the electronics category. See how you can learn one or two extra stuff, so that when you ever have the opportunity of hitting a home run or getting to connect with a supplier that has this thing in bulk, you're not just going to pass because you do not have the idea, you do not know what's selling. Once in a while, take a look at the category. Laptops, they tend to sell. Desktop PCs, mini PCs, they tend to sell a lot. Accessories like this, keyboard, mouse, they tend to sell. Even if they're in use condition, the main thing is that they should be working, and you also should be ready to make sure that the items, have been fully tested. But if you can do all that and make sure that you are constantly striving, to be the best in your shipping, in your packaging, in your customer service, then I believe you will definitely just be on your way, to being successful flipping PCs or other related hardware. Yes, this appears to be ready. I think at this point, I can just go ahead and pack this PC. Just about 10 minutes past 9 o'clock. I still can do this in about 10 minutes. Then I can call it, paid for tonight. It's time to go home. See you again in the next one.